I don't know if you heard, but Courtney Morgan, he's not an offensive coordinator. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's not a position coach. He is the general manager for Alabama. This guy done put in so much work. Now, his base pay initially was at $500,000. They done up that thing an extra $325,000. Yeah, you heard me right. That man at $825,000 a year just to run Alabama, the football side of it with the recruiting, the NIL money, being in contact with the players. See, he's so valuable. Coach KD brought him from Washington to Alabama. And when he got to Alabama, he had to try to keep a lot of players because, you know, a lot of players were trying to leave. You know how that be, new coach. They want to dip. They want to get up out of there. So he kept a lot of the players. Then on top of that, he kept a lot of the recruits. And then they added recruits. And they had the number 1 or number 2 class. And I think this past season and probably about to have it this year and probably got it in the next class. He's that valuable. So what that means is every Power 5 general manager looking at that. Now, you got to be on the top tier now. You got to be like at probably, you got to be at a winning program that got the money. But you really got to be at a winning program. So he's at Alabama. You know they got money. And he got paid, y'all. So every other general manager in the Power 5, they looking. They like, dog, Courtney, get that money. Because they looking at it like, okay, if Courtney getting $800,000 at Alabama, what would an Ole Miss give? What would a Clemson give? What would Florida State, Georgia, Tennessee, Colorado, Texas, Alabama, you know, what would these schools give if he getting $800,000? Now, you got to produce. You got to bring in a big boy class. Number 1, number 2 in the country every year. You also got to keep the team intact. You got to get the kids their money. You got to be able to communicate with any and every player across the country that you're trying to get. This is huge, y'all. Now, I wonder what the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators finna get paid now. Because, see, I probably need to do a whole nother show on that, too. Mike Gundy got mad because players or agents are still asking for money. So imagine Courtney Morgan, the general manager at Alabama, is dealing with all that. Hey, all right, well, we can't get no more right now. We're going to have to catch him at the middle of the season. We working on things for him now. So imagine, this don't stop, y'all. This is the new game. This is the new playing field. Who you got working for you as a general manager gonna make or break your squad. They gonna keep your squad together and add more dogs, or they gonna be letting people go, y'all. This thing is wild. Right, what's good? You say Buzz would have Coach Riss or Corey Phillips to be the general manager. Colorado got a different kind of thing going. You would say it's Corey Phillips, and I believe it is, but it also could be another person in the background that nobody ain't checking on that could really be a part of that too. So all I know is Power 5 GMs finna get paid. That man base pay at Alabama was $500,000. Now it's $825,000, but he's delivering. You gotta do a lot with that hat on. You gotta run the roster, look for new guys, look for the young guys, and be able to get everybody that type of money. Ooh, this is crazy. Yo, this is the new landscape. NIL money. And what's crazy is, I know one of, it's one at Georgia Tech, named Ernie Joe. That boy be recruiting. He from Polk County. Man, hey, he about to get his. These boys almost getting $1 million deals. Y'all, you say no, David Kelly is the general manager. Yeah, I don't know who really is the one at Colorado. I still would think it's Corey Phillips. But it's people behind the scene that y'all really don't be knowing about who be back there. So Alabama just put theirs on Front Street. Courtney Morgan. Courtney is doing his thing. Courtney Morgan at Alabama is doing his thing. Number 1 or number 2 class in the country. They can't touch him. USC tried to offer that man. USC said, please, bro, please come to us. We trying to save Lincoln Riley. Hey, you gonna be back in the Big Ten. You know that's home to you. Come on, bro. You played at Michigan. You'll be in the Big Ten. Come on, man. You was just on the West Coast. You love the West Coast. Come on now. Hey, he went back and told Bama, hey, Bama, y'all better tighten up. Bama say, hold up. Hold up. We'll give you an extra $325,000 a year. Plus your $500 to stay. God, dog. You say, I haven't seen that in right. Man, that's crazy, ain't it? That's a lot of cash for a general. But you got to think, he is the man who going to control your whole roster. While you trying to coach the X's and O's, he back there. Hold up. Let me write that. All right, let me write that. Hey, listen. Hey, you ain't got to, hey. We got you, dog. We got you. Chill out. Dog. Golly, boy. Whew. Courtney Morgan has changed the game. It's official. Remember this. Courtney Morgan is the trailblazer, y'all, for the Power 5 schools. Every general manager in the Power 5, especially in the SEC and the Big Ten, they going to want that cash. Pay up. So, like, the Oregon general manager guy going to want that money. Ohio State going to want that money. Michigan going to want that money. Now, the rest of the Big Ten, too, but I'm talking about them big boy schools. SEC, you got Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia. Alabama just got paid. Ole Miss, LSU, Tennessee. Who else? Notre Dame wasn't going to get paid. Notre Dame got to get paid. USC and Washington got to get paid. Who else out there? Colorado eventually going to have to get paid. K-State, Kansas. If you want to compete, you're going to have to get them boys that money. Hey, Courtney Morgan is that valuable to University of Alabama. They gave him an extra $325,000. Frat brother, you say Coach Prime wouldn't be happy to know you talking about another man's money. Man, nobody ain't studying you talking about that. Hey, they gonna have to up it. They gonna have to up that. Every general manager out here finna get paid. Hey, Coach Prime finna up that money too. Hey, watch. Because you gonna need a general manager. You gonna need one. Whoever the general manager is at Colorado, keeping everything together. Hey, they just seen Courtney Morgan. Everybody finna get paid. Everybody in Power 5 finna get paid. General managers are ready. They like, ooh, woo. Jerome, what's happening? Miss Johnson, hey. But you know what? I heard about Courtney Morgan as soon as he came in. How Coach KD say, man, hey, matter of fact, he was on the flight with Coach KD. When Coach KD left Washington, Courtney Morgan was on the flight. I say, God, dog, they ain't playing. Hey, they not playing. So I'm telling you now, this is new college football, y'all. The whole game new. Steve-O. Hey, y'all, I'm telling you. This thing, wow, look at that, boy. Ain't nothing in there, boy. Hey, yo. General managers, ACC, let's say Miami going to have to come up with that money. Florida State, Louisville, Duke, NC State, Clemson. They gonna have to come up with that. They gonna have to come up with that. They gonna have to come up with that. Duke, Bert, AD, Bert, Duke, you said the NFL kickoff look goofy. It's keeping the guys safe. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all, Courtney Morgan, remember the name. Because you gonna have to do a lot to keep for that type of money. You doing a lot. You keeping the whole roster together. You catering to everybody's needs. You getting everybody straight. You talking to families to keep the players still on track. You getting NIL money for players. You got to get the number 1 or number 2 recruiting class. This ain't gonna be no cakewalk. This ain't gonna be no. Watch, Georgia probably next. Georgia probably saying, God, dog. Nick, hey, Kirby Smart, Nick, this why you got out the game? Now we got to pay the general manager like an offensive coordinator, defense coordinator? Now the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator going to want more. The game ain't just X and O's no more, y'all. This ain't X and O's now. This is not X and O's. So, look, y'all know the saying, the rich get richer? Well, the top Power 5 programs, they can pay up. They going to have the number 1 class every year. They going to have money for them players that want to stay, money for players that want to come, money for that GM. Hey, it's on, y'all. Hey, holla at y'all. I'm going to come back on. We're going to ride out. Hey, tomorrow, if you ain't joined the class, August the 20th, which is tomorrow, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time, I'm giving you the gold, the blueprint on how you can start earning money on YouTube, how you can mix YouTube and social media to bless your life with your gifts and talents. That's all I'm about. That's all I encourage people. Every time I see them, man, use your gifts and talents to come out here and go get it. Hey, blessings to y'all. Hey, I'm finna jump back on. We finna ride out. Just a hot second. I'm finna come right back.